Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a while since I posted anything, and inconsistent is the best description. I don't know if anyone is actually watching any of these. I know the short scare good views, but I'm here down at a local lakes not far from where I live. It's too nice to stick indoors at about 24-25 degrees. I was out yesterday at the Imber Bus Day, which is at the Lost Imber Village, which is a village taken over during the war, on just off the Salisbury Plain. They open it up a couple of times a year, which is actually on a training site. So if you're interested learning about that, googling Imber Village. Some magnificent old buses taking you around small areas of Salisbury Plain. Again, another beautiful day yesterday, but I just thought we'd do a little video out here by the lakes. I'm going to go around, try and avoid filming people where I can and not fall off of a fishing pontoon. So there are two lakes. There's one a little bit further down. That's near a like a children's activity play park. You can take boats out, pedalers, that sort of thing. So we won't go too far down there so we don't film all the way down there, but just gives you a feel. Just going past a couple of people here fishing, so I'll be quiet. As I said, it's another beautiful sunny day. We've been very lucky so this summer. We've had quite a lot of sunshine, very unlike a normal English summer. We're normally inundated with rain rather than sunshine, so hasn't gone too crazy, but there have been a few warm ones. Like I said, it's just good to get out, enjoy it while we can. I was at home just now, just having a bit of lunch. I just thought I'd take advantage before I go back and start watching the football. The season's starting again. Won't get into any arguments over teams, but got quite a few fishing pontoons around here that you can come and fish off. I think you have to have the fishing license and whatnot. And so there is another pond just to the right of me, where they do a few activities, and there is a little pitch and part, a 3-yard golf course, park runs down here. So it is a lovely little area. We're quite lucky to have a few areas like this where I live. Just a chance to get out and get some fresh air. You can still hear the traffic, but you got all the birds and the wildlife. It's actually looking quite clear, believe it or not, which is nice to see. Had a few issues down there in the past where the water's been not as fresh, but it's looking quite nice. So I do like to get out and about at the moment. Doing a 500k challenge. So doing 500k walking, climbing. So I've done Penny Van, done some significant walks, did a local one for charity, so that was 10 miles at 10 o'clock at night. A very warm night, but good to get it done, coming first in a nice time. It was about 19 degrees at 10 o'clock. So I will pop the link in somewhere if you're interested, if anyone watches this. But I do like to watch. There's a few other channels actually that I like to watch about people who either go out and about or they do hotel visits. Hannah Ricketts, good channel. She does a lot of London stuff. She's been doing a series recently of hotels and restaurants. So she does Tuesdays and Fridays. I'll put a link in the description. She does shopping as well around Christmas time in London, all the shops, so you can see the decorations, the sort of things that are out. It's a really nice channel to watch, very relaxed. She's become incredibly at ease and really welcoming. She says what it is. It's a nice channel. It's quite nice because there's no, staged or fakery, or there's no airs and graces, just who she is. Let's say the series she's just done recently with 5-star hotels, definitely worth having a look, seeing what you think you should be getting and what you are getting. So definitely check her out. There's also Walk With Me Tim. He does a lot of round the world hotel visits, some incredible places you didn't even know were a thing, from aeroplanes and underwater hotels, and just really nice to sit and look at all the things that you didn't know existed and you'd like to go and look at and see. And if you look down there, you can actually see the greenery moving as a rather large fish makes its way through. But yeah, as I say, going back to Walk With Me Tim, yeah, and I'll put a link to these in the chat, and if somebody watches these and interested in checking them out, then please do. Very much one that I'm hugely into at the moment is Life of Tom, or Syndicate, if anybody of a certain age watches this. Used to be an OG YouTube gamer, streamer, video, did vlogs, been on for years now. Just bought a 110 acre farm in Manchester. It's really interesting watching the progress of him and his partner and his nearly 2-year-old. This clothing line, so many things he's doing, but this farm for him and his family, it's just incredible to watch, and the things he's doing with his friends. And they've all now got into vlogging. You've got Viking Tom, Andy the gardener at G Cross, Chris Tate. It's quite a collection, almost a family. You've got his partner Lydia and her sister B from Japan. So I'll put some links in there so you can have a look. So we'll just stand there and just so don't interrupt anyone, enjoying some sunshine. Definitely worth checking out. Tom on his channel at the moment, very much focused on his pumpkin patch he's developing on his land. It's quite interesting seeing the ups and downs. It's not for everyone, obviously those that were OG visitors to his channel. It's not this sort of content they're used to, but I absolutely love it. It's interesting, and it just seems like a nice guy. It's just seeing how different people live their lives. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. And as I say, there is a collection of him and his friends. And again, I'll post all of that in the hope that somebody watches this. We'll take a walk around, just have a look a little bit at the other part of the lake. I say we won't go all the way around because it is a children's play park. You don't want to be filming around there because it's not fair on the families, but that is the other lake just onto the right there. Just come down here. Quite a few of this was updated recently. Some work was done between the two lakes. Got the water going under. Normally it's quite a bit more rapid, but it's not as much water at the moment. It's been quite dry. As you can see by the lines, can get quite high at times and rush through quite quickly. But yeah, they're the main kind of channels I'm watching at the moment. Definitely worth checking out. It's just my view, just what I enjoy. If anybody watches this and there's anything you recommend, then please do pop it down in the comments. As I say, I'm no professional at this. What you see being recorded is what I post. There's no editing. I just literally post me rambling or me walking. Just for those of you who enjoy seeing a little bit of the countryside, a little bit of greenery, those maybe you can't get out as much or can't, move about and enjoy this yourself. Hopefully this gives you a little taster. Let's say it's just me, my world. Let's say my 500k challenge. So I climbed Penny Van early part of this year. We had glorious sunshine all the way up to the point that we climbed it, and we got there, my brother and I, and it was foggy. It was like the getting to the top and finding at the edge of a final level of a video game. So it wasn't quite what we'd hoped, but we did it. So I did my 10 miles for charity, just over 2 hours and 20 odd minutes. So it's very warm, but pleased with that. Hopefully go again next year and do a little bit quicker. But just doing what I can just to raise a little bit of money for Great Ormond Street in Macmillan. There's a little bit there about the lake if you want to pause it and have a look. And we'll go back this way. But it's nice to just to be get out on the weekends when you're working during the week and then maybe have as much time to get out or have the opportunity if you're working a little bit later to enjoy some of it. It's hard to think that we are halfway through August and fast approaching the fun time of the year as it starts to get darker and a little bit cooler. Do have a nice long weekend to look forward to in October, going to the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe in Paris with just some friends, which will be quite nice. Try and get a few videos in Paris where I can, just so you can have a look on it. Let's say we'll just go up here and just go back round to the other side. Just have a drop down and like I say, it is just a little visit to the lakes. It's not going to be the most energetic or overly exciting video, but as long as one or two people enjoy it, then I've done what I can hope to do. So two rather lovely lakes. We've got another set of lakes if you come out of here and cross the road. We're very lucky where we are in Hampshire, so much greenery. So on a day like this, it is very popular. A lot of families come down here. There's a massive playing field. It's behind me that kids go out and play football on, run around, burn some energy. Still in the school holidays for a few more weeks. I was lucky to have a couple of weeks off. Took my nephew up to London's Natural History Museum, which was quite nice. And we went off to a kind of National Trust area so he could run around. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was now, but if I remember I'll pop it in the description. But it's nice just to get out and about. We'll all soon be tucked inside. Had a couple of visits to the cinema recently where it's been slightly not as nice. Saw the Fantastic Four, which was very good. Superman. For those of you who are 18 or over, I can highly recommend Weapons. It's down as a horror, but very much a psychological horror thriller. One of the best films I've ever seen. Cannot recommend it enough. Beautifully made. It's Josh Brolin. Just brilliant cast. And just not over the top with some horrors. So definitely recommend, if it comes out, definitely worth checking out on TV, or if you get a chance to go and see it at the cinema, I would recommend it much more. Enjoyed Fantastic Four, very much preferred Superman, but that's just a preference, very much a Superman kind of guy. But yeah, and there's a few other things coming out which I'll probably go and check out. So if there's anything that you're checking out, let me know. If there's anything you recommend. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably end this here. It's about 18 minutes of me waffling on. It'd be nice to do a video and see a little bit of sunshine. And say if anybody does watch this, please follow, please like, please comment. I'll try and do a few more where I can, just as I go and walk and visit places. But yeah, I will leave you to your Sunday. Take care.